Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Tonight we're going to make something very different. I've never worked with these types of wreath frames and I'm really excited about this one. This turned out so beautifully and was so easy to make and so much fun. So you can get this wreath kit from Trendy Tree. They have this all together ready for you. The link for this kit will be in the description box below. So let's make something beautiful that you can use all summer long. Hey there. So let's get started on this wreath. And yes, I know Easter hasn't even happened yet, but remember, Easter happens on April the 9th, and then we have Memorial Day, we have July the 4th, we have Labor Day, and then Veterans Day. But a good, beautiful, patriotic wreath is good all year long, whether or not you're remembering a holiday, or maybe you just want to give respect to somebody who has served in our military. And this is such a fun wreath because it's kind of like it's going to be patriotic, but at the same time really summery and just a beautiful fun wreath. Okay, so I've never had one of these wreath forms, and I think that this is really pretty. Now, this is about 20 to 21 inches. It's about 20 inches high and about 15 inches. I think I don't have my thing the right. Yeah, about 15 inches wide. This is a wreath kit that you're going to be able to get from Trendy Tree. So this week we're working with Trendy Tree, and all of the supplies that we're using in this came from Trendy Tree. So if you check out the description box below, you'll find my link for Trendy Tree, and you will find the link for this kit. If you want to change it out and maybe just start with this base and then pick out some beautiful florals and maybe go with a different theme, you can do that and just use this kind of like tutorial pattern. So let's get started. I am going to be using my SureBonder glue pot here. I don't know if I can get it. I don't want to touch it because it's really hot. This is really handy to have. I have them in my Amazon storefront. You're going to need some really good wire cutters. These are two pairs that I have in my storefront that I really love and have been using that one for years. You're going to want some scissors. You're going to need some wire or even some Chanel stems. So we're going to get started with the bow. The bow is the very first thing. So let's get started. All right, so you see me using this. This is one of my favorite little tools that I got off of Amazon. It cleans my space so good, and I'm not like, wiping it off. So get yourself one of these in my Amazon storefront, and I will leave a link below for it. Okay, so we're going to start out with this beautiful ribbon. Let me tell you, this is really some quality ribbon. Oh, we got a little bit of greenery on it. So we have 2 of the 2.5 inch, and this is so pretty. And then I really loved this blue and red because it really matched the blue that's in the floral. And I love these floral groupings that they get because this gives us so much to work with that it's just phenomenal. Okay, we're just going to say that. It's just really pretty. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with let's see, do we want to start with the red? Let's start with the red. And we are just going to make a very simple bow here, all right? The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a tail. So I'm going to have a tail, and I'm going to make sure it's pretty long because I'd rather have too long of a tail than not too long of a tail. And then I'm going to let's do like a 15-inch loop. Now, let's see. Yeah, that will work. I think that'll work, because we want this to be pretty big, okay? So we're going to do this again. I'm going to turn it and measure it at 15 inches here. Now, this design that we are doing tonight is a design that my friend Brian from Brian Lane Designs did, and I contacted him and I said, listen, I want to do your style wreath that you did. Is that okay? And he's like, of course it's okay. So he's so graciously was like, yes, Julie. And so that's what we're doing here. So I'm going to do another long tail here. And if you want to do more loops, go right ahead, okay? So I'm going to hold this. I'm actually going to just take one of my little zip ties and let's just zip tie it. All right, you can use wire. You can use whatever you want. But I will leave, excuse me, I will leave Brian's Facebook page, and he even has a YouTube channel. Brian likes to do a lot of lives, so you should go check him out. He's very gifted when it comes to florals. So again, we're going to make a nice long tail, and we're going to do another 15 inches here. So this is going to be a big loop, okay? That's all right. I'm going to twist it. Do another one. All right, come back, and we're going to cut a good tail again. All right, I'm really just going to do this. I'm going to put it right on top of that ribbon. I'm just going to put another zip tie because I can. Nobody's going to see these zip ties, guys. Nobody. By the time we're done with it, okay? So there we go. We got that. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to set this to the side, is we're going to do some of this blue and red, which I am just in love with. And you're going to gather it, and then let's do, I want to say, do we want to do, yeah, let's do another 15 inch. We're going to keep this all pretty consistent. And all I do is I just measure, and I'm going to twist that. Just measure with my little rotary mat here. Again, you can find this on Amazon too. All right, cut a nice tail. All right, I'm gonna just put this again. We're just gonna put this on top. All right. And I'm gonna use one of these. Now, the only difference here I'm gonna do, I think one, is that about right? That's about right. Is I'm gonna add, we're gonna add some wire. I probably should have had a piece of wire cut, but I didn't. So let me grab a piece out of my drawers here. The one thing I love about my new studio, and I know every week you're like, Julie, when are you gonna show it to us? You know what? I show you guys glimpses and pieces over on, here, let's just do this. I show you glimpses and pieces. You know what we're gonna do? Because I don't know how much I want. I could do this. I have some green ones, but I don't know where it is. I'm gonna run it through so I don't lose that. And now I'm gonna pull that through. Okay. But over on Instagram stories and Facebook stories, we just got the wallpaper that's going over the kitchen part of the studio. It's not a full kitchen. It's just, I have a big sink in here, which is good because, you know, we crafters can be messy when we're making something. So if we're especially using paint or glue, and so we wanted to put a sink in here. And then we have a refrigerator in here for snacks and drinks. You know, I'm going to put my coffee maker down here and all that sort of thing. But so this gets us started, guys. This is the start of our beautiful wreath. Okay, so now let's grab the wreath. Okay, so we're going to take our wreath frame here, and we're just going to put our bow in the corner here. All right, so I'm going to make sure you can see that. Just going to wrap it around. Oops. So we're not going to worry about the loops and how everything is right now, okay? Did I put this on backwards? Guys, I put that on backwards. All right, let me see if I can turn this around. I think we can. Sometimes I do something like this, and I'm like, really, Julie? Really? Okay. So you'll get where I'm going for in here in a moment. All right. So basically what we're going to do is now we're going to grab some of our greenery, because greenery, whenever you're starting a project like this, greenery is where you want to start. So I'm going to grab, let's see what we have. We have these really pretty white, okay, I don't know the names of anything, but I do know that those are really pretty, and I like the ferns in that. So I have, let's see, do we have two of these? No, we have one of these. So I have one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to clip each of these off. All right. I'm going to do that with this as well so that I can get ready, and we can do this all at once again here as well. These, I've got one big branch and one small branch. We'll probably cut these up as we go. So I'm gonna cut the other ones and then we'll be right back. If you're looking at this and you're like, Julie, what is that? This is a glue mat. I got this from Amazon. Again, it's in my Amazon storefront. I really, really like it. I'm gonna put the greeneries underneath of it. The reason why I like it is it protects my surface really well. So when we're using glue and if we get glue on it, it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna put our frame, our wreath frame right here. And let's see here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the green, all right? And we're gonna fill this in on the top, on the bottom. We're just going to, there's no right or wrong way. You've heard me say this before. We're just gonna put it in. See how I'm doing that a little bit higher? Because I want this wreath, we're gonna go up the side of the wreath here. And not only, you know, just right at the bow because we have a lot to add to it. So we just want it to really look good. So I'm gonna add a few here at different angles, all right? We did a couple there. Let's do some at the bottom here. Careful not to get the glue on the ribbon because that's what I'll do. I'll end up putting the glue where I'm not supposed to. Okay, be careful, Julie. But I do like the SureBonder glue pot. It does make this whole process so much easier to do. So have you made Easter? I've got lots of Easter projects out for you. Either they're old projects, you can check from a year to 2, 3 years ago here on YouTube, or you can see what we've been doing in the last month or so. We've been doing a lot of the Easter. We've done a lot of Easter bunny stuff. Last week we did a cross, Dollar Tree cross. So make sure you check all of that out. Let's put one on the side here, kind of underneath, kind of at an angle. I think this is going to be really pretty. So this is probably the last one. I'm just trying to think, where do I want to put it? I think I want to put it kind of like right here. All right, so that is our start. Very pretty. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get out some of this. Oops, I have a couple more of the greenery. Let me put that in. We're going to get out this white flower because it's a little bit longer. Let me compare it actually. Let's see what's longer. Actually, that's longer. Let's use the red, white, and blue flowers, like little forget-me-nots, I think. I could be wrong on that, what that's called. Don't trust me when it comes to calling flowers by the correct names. All right, and you're just gonna kind of have, you know, we're gonna have ribbons coming through different parts of it because you want this to kind of have stuff coming out in the middle. All right, so now let's grab these right here. All right, so now we're gonna take our little forget-me-nots. That's what we're gonna call them. We're gonna call those forget-me-nots. And I'm just gonna start filling out kind of, I'm gonna come down a little bit. And you can even push up your little stems there if you wanna make sure that it's nice and full. I really like this frame. I've never made one with this frame. And I'm gonna be honest, I think I will wanna do this again. I really like how it goes in. I like the looks of it. So absolutely, I really like this frame. And I'm not seeing a lot of, I'm seeing some of the green moss, but not much. You know, I think this is gonna be outside, so this will be good. Let's see, let's go here. Again, there's just no right or wrong, guys. You just have fun with it, make it look beautiful. And you can cut these smaller. You can add, you know, if you have some more greenery or whatever you want to add, you could do that too. But I feel like this is just a little bit more elegant than your typical Patriotic wreath. So it's just gonna give us a little bit of something more, and I like that. All right, one of the things I like, I know I'm going over that center, but we want it to kind of all go in different directions. I want this bow not to be the typical bow that you see. I want it to kind of be a little different. Ooh, that's such a pretty side, isn't it? So let's just kind of go at an angle here. And again, just put them wherever you feel like you want to put it. There's no right or wrong. This is all about just creating something really beautiful. All right, so I'm going to save a couple of these for towards the end. Literally, we're almost done with this, guys. That's how quickly you can make a beautiful wreath. All right, so we have, this kit will come with 2 different bunches. This is the smaller bunch. And you know what? We're going to keep it all together. So basically, I just went through here and I separated everything out. So it gives the appearance that we like put this all in different angles, but we really didn't. Okay, so I'm going to really dip this one in my glue pot here, and I'm going to find a spot where this can go right up into the frame. I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to push. There we go. And then I'm just going to keep doing this because I want this to have a lot of dimensions. By the time this wreath is done, this is going to be a good 33 inches in diameter with all of the flowers coming down. So that's what I want to do. But we're going to do something different here. We're going to take the bigger bush. These are poppies. All right, so I wanted to move the wreath out of the way. So basically what I'm doing is I am pulling out sections of this, and you won't even need your wire cutters because it literally will come apart. All right, I will cut this long stem because we will not need that much. All right, so now we're going to just strategically place all of our little pieces here, and some of these might come out because they're not sticking, they're not wrapped anymore. So I'm gonna still use that. We're not letting any greenery go to waste, guys. No waste here. Okay, so let's pull back our, just arrange everything in such a way. Okay, I'm gonna grab, let's see, let's grab this one. And let's kind of put her up here a little bit. All right, we're gonna put her about right here. What is your favorite patriotic holiday? Usually ours is Memorial Day, just because that means it's the start of summer. That's pretty much my excuse there. I don't want to have these too close together. Let's add one of those ferns. Make sure you don't burn yourself. I've done that many times. You guys have seen me do that many a times. Let's see. Let's put this red ribbon down through here too. Greenery to show, that fern to show. And so all we have to do now is just to kind of play with the placement of our bow a little bit here. Take some of the glue I got on it. Really, it's up to you. It's not about like a perfect bow for this project. But is that not beautiful? So I'm just going to take my favorite pair of scissors here, and I'm going to dovetail these, because that's usually what I like to do. And I'm gonna do them kind of like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. If you watched this long in the video, if you made it till the end, would you leave me some sort of American flag or maybe the flag of your own country? Because I know a lot of you guys, this would be a beautiful wreath in your own country's color. So again, it doesn't have to be red, white, and blue. It can be the colors for Canada, for Mexico. I know I have a lot of people from Australia watching us, and Ireland. So I would love to see your version. If you do, make sure you send me a message on Facebook or Instagram so that I can see it. But I think this is just absolutely stunning. This did not take me long. I think I started filming this video about 40 minutes ago and I was done, guys. So if I can get this done in 40 minutes, you can get this done in an hour, easy. So this would be a great craft. Buy your kits from Trendy Tree. The link will be in the description box below. And if I can remember it, I'll try to pin it to the comments. But listen, if you wait too long, you're not going to get a kit. that's what happens. They sell out pretty fast. Now, I got a little bit of glue on my ribbon here. Shame on me. And I got a little bit of glue on my mat. But listen, I think that turned out beautifully. I love it. I know this is not the angle. It's going to be hanging on my door like this. You saw the picture in the beginning, but this way you can see it. Oh my word. It's so pretty. I'm in love. This is a keeper. So listen, every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be here on YouTube, Julie's Wreath Boutique. Make sure you're following me on Facebook, Instagram. If you're on TikTok, I will be doing a TikTok of this wreath. So listen, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you get on my email list. The description box below will have it. We give away things that I make here on YouTube, but it only is going to be done in my email list. All right. So sign up for that and we will talk to you later. See you next Sunday night. Bye-bye.